Minister, since when have the mental health impacts of secure housing been a concern for Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael? Your housing policies have been set up over many decades to reduce the availability of affordable housing, to destabilise the private rental sector through your rent supplement payments, to allow vulture funds and private investment companies to profit from our over-inflated rental market. Basically, to commodify this essential and basic human right. Focus Ireland, Bernardo's, the Children's Rights Alliance, the Ombudsman for Children, Dr Niall Muldoon, and many, many more have highlighted the long-term mental health effects on children from homelessness and housing insecurity. We might not be talking about our housing and homelessness crisis all the time at the moment, but we haven't forgotten this either. I've told you about our hidden homelessness issues in Donegal, and the most recent figures from your department, the Department of Housing, Planning and Local Government, homelessness on family homelessness are for the week of the 24th to 30th of August 2020. Where are the September figures? During that week in August, there were 1,120 homeless families with 2,620 dependents. Minister, the Residential Tenancies Board reported that it was informed of 374 eviction notices to tenants between March and the end of June this year, when the blanket ban was in place. The RTB has also said that there was an increase in complaints about illegal evictions during September. Like everything, Minister, what good is legislation if it is not enforced and if people are still being put out on the street? Section 4 provides for the entitlement to remain in occupation of the dwelling during emergency period until that date is 10 days after the expiration of the emergency period. 10 days. Has the Minister not looked on daft.ie or other rental sites? Do you think it is unusual that someone can find an appropriate, affordable place and move in such a short period of time? Especially when what is happening with COVID-19 is fluid. We currently have level 5 lockdown for 6 weeks until the end of November. But what if level 5 is extended, or the emergency period is shortened after a 4-week review? 10 days does not provide much comfort or support, especially so close to Christmas. And actually, I think what will happen when we're going to have a lockdown after Christmas again, and another lockdown around Easter time, and another lockdown in August time, and another lockdown in September next year as well. Are we going to continue on? This bill should actually have just a time. I would agree with that. It would have a time where it would roll over again. The Taoiseach has said that the previous blanket ban was unconstitutional. But does that mean now that those tenancies could be in danger? Are there any indications in that regard, Minister? Has your department been liaising with Threshold and the Residential Tenancies Board? In July 2020, the ESRI produced a report exploring the short-run implications of the COVID-19 pandemic on affordability in the Irish private rental market. Some of the key findings include many not supported private renters faced considerable affordability challenges prior to COVID-19. About 1 in 3, or approximately 70,000 households, did not have sufficient income remaining after housing costs to cover a minimum standard of living expenditure, and that's before the pandemic. Minister, I will be supporting this bill, but of course, because it will offer some small security to tenants during our level 5 lockdown. But I think it is the least that the Minister and the Government can do, and its half-hearted way of offering some reprieve to tenants at this anxious time. Thank you.